Hi Taurus, how have you been? Welcome into a general collective reading. I'm feeling guided to assist you with what you're going through, okay? Let's pull right from the middle. We're using the Light Seers deck, the King of Swords, okay? You know more than you're giving yourself credit for, okay? I feel like spiritual messing with has something to do with it. You're feeling very wise at certain points during this energy period because you are meant to feel more intelligent than you're led to believe at times. Does that make sense? It's as if you are changing and growing and maturing at this time in such magical, magnificent ways. Spirit's definitely viewing you as a wise owl, as somebody who meets expectations left and right. I don't know why I'm getting that. You're going to at times feel like you just need to shift to a new location. It's because Spirit's saying the energy just shifted against your favor, okay? We need you to protect your energy like it's gold, because it is gold, okay? When you want something deeply, I'm talking on a soul level, whether it's a person, place, situation, item, you name it. It could be an experience, of course. They're saying to honor that, all right? Of course, trust your intuition as to when and how to go about acquiring that, being one with it, but you need to trust and honor yourself in certain ways that you maybe have not done in a while, or just it kind of comes and goes. Does that make sense? There's also a focus on who you're feeling like connecting with, all right? Some of which is his family. Of course, it could be any type of connection, right? But friends as well. And some of which is speaking upon a love-filled connection, right? A relationship or something of the sort. If you have been single for a long time, I'm getting specifically, prepare for that to be, I'm hearing put to rest, but not the best wording, okay? Single life has taught you and helped you in so many ways, even when you didn't realize it, but let's get ready for a connection of true importance to come to be, commitment, if you will. Now, those of which dating somebody at this time, you're going to learn more about what they've been going through behind the scenes, right? More so, better put, what they've been going through internally, okay? They're changing, and you're going to find that this really helps you with your soul growth as well. Feathers are going to pop up along your path very often moving forward. I feel like for some of which, like myself, that's already been happening, right? It's as if you're pushed to look at things that disappear for your benefit. Does that make sense? It reminds me of right before I began the reading, there was a gentleman sitting in a white car to my right, and he had very uncomfortable energy. And then right before I was about to start recording the reading, I looked over very suddenly, and the car was gone, okay? Your life is very guided, and you need to remember this, okay? There's something about sunglasses being a key part of how Spirit's assisting you, okay? I really don't know how it's going to come through for you, but there's going to need to be more trust in your path, okay? The spiritual growth that you have been specifically going through is changing you on a core level, and that's not a bad thing. When things feel eerie, it's not yours to carry, it's not yours to worry about or to associate with, all right? I'm hearing that includes people. Somebody has been making you seem more on edge and or nervous than you actually are, all right? And you need to remember this. Remind yourself of how worthy you truly are at certain points, especially when it comes to who and what you're connected to at certain points. There's going to be a magical way about how Spirit is pushing you to desire a certain type of person. Does that make sense? This obviously doesn't have to be sexual or dating oriented, but it feels like for a lot it is, all right? You're going to find that your Instagram feed is very important. If you have that social media account, we're utilizing it to get things through to you, okay? You're also going to find that things are very repetitive at certain points. Tasks that you've done a million times will feel so off for you. Spirit's saying it's because we need you to be spicing things up, you know? Things like taking a new route to work or to school is going to be essential for you. You're going to find that you want to eat different foods. It's a very, very positive thing, okay? You're also going to find that you want new experiences. Good, run with it, okay? And trust that they'll come to be. If it's meant to be, it'll come to be when it's meant to be. You're a true spiritual champ is what I'm getting. I was going to say soul, but they're viewing you as a champion, okay? Somebody who has been through more than meets the eye, more than people could even realize, even if you explained it. It's as if at certain points you don't want to have to over-explain or even explain yourself at all. It's because there's so many people that you've had to explain yourself to in the past, and it's like, okay, I'm done with that. Either you're meant to understand it with less words or in an unspoken manner, or it's just, not going to happen, okay? It feels like you're at a point along your path, Taurus, where you're just saying, F it, I'm not forcing it, right? At least in certain areas of your life, if not your complete Taurus world. I can totally relate. It's like, I don't feel like I should have to force it. If I'm meant to see this connection go the distance, the two of us, then it's going to happen. If we're meant to reconnect, it's going to happen. If you're meant to understand me once again, it's simply going to happen. And I feel like as well that's going to come into play in such important ways moving forward when it comes to realizations and better understanding. They're finishing that with, what you're going through, okay? Better understanding what you're going through. Your intuition is taking such an increase at certain points, and it's going to feel alerting, okay? Very informing naturally, but I feel like you need to do a better job at getting true rest, okay, and replenishment. It's as if there's a lot of dreamers drawn to the reading, and I'm talking about visual, vivid dreaming, and that can take a toll on your physical being, okay? We have to remember that when that's happening, even if it's occasionally, you're not really getting the rest that you deserve, okay, regardless of how important that dream or two was. You also need to remember that when somebody speaks down to you, they're going to gain negative karma moving forward. It's as if spirit is saying what goes around comes around, okay? And so when we rewind back, what has happened to you negatively, people are paying for it as we speak, okay? Justice is coming into play. You will be receiving good karma left and right being drawn to this reading. And when you're reminded of a bad choice from the past, move right along, my friend, okay? Nobody's perfect. And I feel like it was spiritually induced is what I'm hearing, spiritually pushed, okay? Not surprised. The Strength card and the Justice card, two major arcanas, saying that you are at a point of churning towards better experiences, better times, more abundance. Let's just put it in that very tarot kind of way. You're going to as well feel like certain facades are falling to the wayside, slipping off. They're literally showing somebody with a mask, and it's dripping off. Interesting. Sorry, California is such a wildly connected spot for me. You're going to find that you want to do more than you can at certain points. But again, it may be one way that Spirit's saying you need to remember not to force that, okay? Because everything's getting done and happening and being prevented very strategically. They're saying we have your back, okay? We have your back. You have your own back, right? When you're pushed to reflect, it's really going to assist you in certain ways as long as you don't take it too far, okay? Where you feel like your shadow side is being exposed, let it happen, okay? Flow with the unnatural is what I'm getting. Flow with the magic of your developing Taurus world and let nature be your best friend. But when you feel like finishing up a situation sooner, I feel like you need to trust that, okay? I'm going to cleanse my energy real quick. Bear with me. A lot of you as well are going through some serious healing at this time. It's a preparation step for what lies ahead, right? We're not going to have you match up with that right connection, that right experience, all that abundance, if once again, being unhealed, okay? The trauma that you were put through, I feel, rewinding back is going to be highlighted as a positive experience. It's because we need your perspective to work to your advantage. Okay, we're not saying glorify, maybe to an extent, right? But everything again has its purpose, all right? And it's a time where you're going to, in an effortless way, utilize what you've been through, what you've gained up until this point, and even in that moment, what you're gaining to your advantage. Your helpful nature is going to be highlighted as something of true importance for the world, okay? Where people are meant to know your name, that's going to feel invigorating, it's going to feel purposeful, okay? Being drawn to this specific read, you have a purpose, a destiny that you're not even fully grasping at this time, regardless of where you are along your individual path. They want me to wrap up this powerful reading by saying, take your time, okay? Do things your way and watch things change in your favor.